Hello, YouTube. I'm coming on here to let you guys know that I started another fast. And I've been fasting now. Today's the seventh day with no food, no water. So, soft, dry fast. And I'm going to break the fast right now with coconut water. And I wanted to bring you guys along for you to see me break my fast. I'm going to an event later today, a poetry open mic night. It's from 7:30 to about 9 or 10. So I wanted to also break my fast so that I wouldn't feel too weak. When I drink this in front of you all, I'll talk a little bit about my experience this time with this fast. So let's go. It tastes delicious. Like I said, I haven't had any water or food for the past 7 days, today being the seventh day. I started at the weight of 190. No, that's a lot. I've gained a lot of weight. I started at the weight of 190, and as of this morning, when I checked my weight, it said 169. So 190, 180, that's 10 pounds. So from 190 to 180 is 10 pounds. From 180 to 170, that's 20 pounds. So we'll say about 21 pounds in 6.5 days / 7 days. Because like I said, it's just 2:30 Texas time right now. So I haven't gotten the full 7 days before breaking the fast. So it's 6, more than half. So let's call it 7 days. And so in 7 days, I lost 21 pounds, which is amazing, truly. So let me continue drinking this. Goodness, so good. I'm gonna say I've drank more than half. Is like right here, right now, at this point. Save this for a little bit later. As I mentioned, I'm going to that open mic. That's at 7. I still have between 2:30 until 6 o'clock when I start to get ready to head to that event. But as far as my experience with this fast, I've been trying to fast for the past 2 months. It's been a struggle because I love food and I really love eating. So every time I try to do it, I cave. I'm not able to. One time I fasted till like 6 p.m. As soon as I got home, I just caved because whenever I cook very delicious meal, and I love my cooking. Literally love my cooking, and so I ate. But last week Thursday, I don't know what happened. Something clicked, especially with me gaining so much weight. I was like, I have to get rid of this weight because I can barely fit into almost like 95% of my clothes in my closet. And whenever I go to church on Sunday, when I go to my closet to get an outfit and I try it on, it doesn't fit anymore. And I can't afford to go and start buying new clothes. So I just said, is either I lose this weight so I can get back into my clothes or nothing. So that's what sparked the motivation for me to lose the weight as well. So that's what started the whole idea. I started last week Thursday, even though I've been trying for the past 2 months and I've not been able to actually start the fast. But I don't know what clicked in my head that I was just like determined that this is the day. And I didn't set any days. I just said I would just do it one day at a time. And then eventually I decided, let me do it for 5 days. And then after the 5th day, I felt really good. And I was like, okay, I'll do another day, which was yesterday, the 6th day. And then after yesterday, I was like, okay, I'll do another day, which is today. So So yeah, so while I've been fasting, I've been keeping myself occupied. I went to the gym. I've been doing a lot of walking. I've been very, very active, like extremely active throughout the day, which is very shocking. Like I'm fasting with no water or food. But I attribute to having the strength to keep going from being able to take a shower and brush my teeth. Because I believe that when I get contact with water, for my body, and I don't know how other people's body work, but I notice for me, when I feel that water in the shower get into my body, I feel rejuvenated, I feel energy, and I feel like I've gotten some strength. And so because I've noticed for me, my body loves water. Like not just ingesting the water, but water on me. Like I literally can put my hands in water and I will feel like what is the best way to describe it? Like I feel strong, if that's the right way to put it. Like I feel strong, I feel good. So I don't know how your body is. If anyone else experienced that, please let me know. I'm curious to know. So I attribute having the strength to keep fasting from being able to shower, water contact, as far as like when it comes to my skin, washing my hands, brushing my teeth. And when I will brush my teeth, I'll be very careful to make sure I don't swallow any of the water or toothpaste by mistake. And then, so that's one of the things that helped me out. Another thing that helped me out, I watched a lot of series of shows. Like I discovered this show called The Polygamist, whatever. So on Thursday when I started, because it's 22 episodes, about 20-30 minutes long, I binge watched that over the weekend. So that helped keep my mind off of food. And after that, I watched Beauty in Black. These are shows in Netflix. I watched Beauty in Black, the second season. They were from episode 11 to 16 that they had. I hadn't watched that yet, so I was able to watch that too, keeping myself busy. And then yesterday I started watching another show called I Will Find You. It's a limited series. It's like 9 episodes long. And I started watching that right now. I'm currently on episode 3. So that's kind of like helped me to take my mind off of food, because I like to find very, very interesting shows that will keep me engaged, where it's like I'm trying to figure out the show, what's going to happen next. And so with that said, so I don't think about food in that moment and stuff while the show is going on. And I also like shockers. Like after one episode, something dramatic happens. I'm like, oh my God. Well, I wonder what the next episode is going to be if this episode just ended this way. So I love shows like that when I'm fasting, at least. So that's helped me as well. And I've been doing a lot of walking, exercising. Every Saturday, I go to a spin class at 8 a.m. So even though it's the day that I have free time, I'm able to, I can sleep in until whenever I want to wake up. But I wake up early to go to that spin class because that's the only time they have it at 8 a.m. So I do that. And also I've been going to gym. I've been exercising, staying fit. Because, when you're losing weight so rapidly, so quickly, you have to be careful from like loose skin and stuff like that. So as you can see, I don't have any loose skin, at least thank God. And even with my stomach, the skin is not loose. And I've been using this patch. 1 second, let me go grab the patch for you all. So I had like these love handles at the bottom of my stomach. It was like my stomach was pretty big. I think so. But I've been using these patches here to wear at night. This is what it looks like. I saw this on Facebook. It said it's made in Japan. And I purchased it. I apologize that this video is long, but this video is a combination of me breaking my fast and telling you my experience with my fast all in one. So this is what the patch looks like. And you put it around your stomach. And it also comes with this one that's medicinal. And you put that on this part here. When you put the patch, this is like the navel area. So when you take this off, you put this right in there. And it's supposed to go right on your belly button. while you're putting this on. So when I wear this, I put it lower so it gets to my lower stomach. I've been doing this for the past 5 days now. I've been wearing this patch. I think one packet comes with like 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 in them, because this is a packet that I opened for the first time yesterday, and I had another packet that I finished. And I've been, before in the past, I would wear this during the day for several hours. But since I started the fast, I wear it at night. So when I go to sleep at night, I put this on, and then I go to sleep, and I wake up, and I take it off, and I peel it off. And I have noticed that it has helped with reducing my belly fat. My stomach has gone down drastically since I started wearing this at night to go to sleep. And I've been consistent, because I also had yesterday I had an appointment at 9 p.m. to do a sleep test, because I've been having like issues sleeping and stuff. So I went to the VA, the Veterans Affairs Hospital, because I'm a veteran, and I went over there to do a sleep test, and they had me come in there to spend the night at 9 p.m., starting at 9 p.m. But by the time they got to me, it's not until about 10, 11. And so I was there until 5 this morning, and I still brought my patch, and I put it on. I asked them to make sure that whatever they were going to put on me, the wires and everything all over me while they're doing their testing, I didn't know if they were going to put any around my stomach area. When I showed the lady that, she was like, oh, it's fine, you can put it on. So I was very grateful that I didn't have to break my fast. Sorry, I need to drink a little bit more of this here real quick. So good. So I was saying, that is something that has helped me. And in case you didn't catch it earlier, it's called the Balance Patch. I found out about this through Facebook while I was randomly scrolling and surfing the social media, you were saying. And so if you want to give that a try, feel free. It worked for me, and I'm going to keep using it. There's 5 more left in that pack, which means for the next 5 days, I'm going to be using it on my stomach for the next 5 days. And so pretty much just staying active, find ways to distract your mind from food, not thinking about food. For me, is watching series that keeps me engaged, not like a movie, because a movie is like 2 hours long. After 2 hours, you're like trying to figure out the next thing, and when you try to do that, then your mind is going to try to go to food, and then you might get tempted to go get something. So I find like a show that has multiple episodes and very long episodes and stuff, and so just so like once one episode is finished, the TV automatically be like, next episode is loading, and after that episode finishes, next episode is loading. So I don't have to get up at all. I can sit there the whole time watching one episode back to back, just because I don't want to think about, try not to think about food and stuff, or get tempted to go to my fridge and go get something to eat or get a snack. What else is so important to mention in this video regarding what helped me? Oh, sleep. Yes. Also trying to find a good balance with sleep, as far as getting in a good amount of sleep. So normally I wake up at 4 in the morning, so I try to go to bed by 9 p.m. And if I feel very sleepy, then I go to sleep before 9 p.m. I've been consistent with that, unless like something interrupts that, such as maybe I'm meeting somebody or something like that, or I don't even know. Yeah, that would be the only reason why. Not even a phone call will make me stay up that late. So that's about it for this video. To sum up how I was able to fast for 7 days, and how I was able to stay focused. You have to stay focused and disciplined. Like, I had a lot of temptations, like a gangload of temptation. When I went to do my nails, all of a sudden the nail salon was like, we're having 1 year anniversary, free drinks and free food, free snacks, like food everywhere, drinks everywhere. And I'm like, I've been coming here and you guys have never, ever had free drinks or free. They usually give you complimentary drinks, but this time they had jugs and jugs. and stuff. They even had a tent outside welcoming you into the salon. We're celebrating our 1 year anniversary opening, blah, 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 blah. And it just randomly happened on the day that I went to do my nails. And I'm just like, God, you're really trying to tempt me. Between that and when I walk to the VA, to the hospital I go to, they blocked an entrance that normally when I walk to, that's a shortcut. They blocked it, so I had to take a longer route. So the longer route was like additional 10 minutes of a walk. And imagine not having any food or water, and you didn't anticipate that. And I'm just like, really? Are you serious, God, universe? Like, are you really trying to tempt me? But I just spend it like, with every disappointment, I try to find a blessing. I just said to myself, you know what? God is trying to help me lose weight. So that's how I'm going to look at it. I know this is an extra walk for me, extra 10 minutes, extra 15 minutes, but I'm going to do it. And there are times like just the way I have my hands right now, I had my hands the whole time. Breathing, taking deep breaths and everything, and just walking, making the walk. I can easily drive there, but I choose not to drive because I'm like, I'm going to walk because that's my exercise. Maybe when I during the day, I might not have the energy to want to walk. But since I'm heading over to this hospital right now and I live close to it, I'm going to walk, and that's what I'm going to do instead of driving. So that's part of being disciplined. And also when people heard that I was fasting with no food or water, they also were saying to me, it's not healthy. Even when I went to the hospital, the doctor was like, you're going to affect your kidney, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, I know what I'm trying to do. I have a goal. And so I didn't listen to anyone that was trying to encourage me to break my fast, even from day 3, since people have been trying to tell me. I did not listen to that, and I was consistent and focused in achieving my goal. And I'm going to also try to do a part 2 fasting. After a day or 2 of breaking this fast, I'm going right back into the fasting because my goal is to get to 150. Someone already promised me that. It was like, Veronica, if you get to 150, I will take you out to a restaurant and anything you want. It's like a steakhouse restaurant. It's supposed to be really good. And I was just like, seriously, you would do that? He was like, yeah. I was like, bet. Is now you just pushed me. Now you just motivated me. I'm going to try to get to 150 before the end of August. So it's just like, that's just the kind of person that I am. I'm very motivated and disciplined, and you have to be as well. If you're trying to lose weight and that's what you want to do and you want to do it quickly, this is what you need to do. Now, the most important part is what you do after you break the fast. So I've already like made plans. So let me show you guys my fridge here. I purposely did not do any grocery shopping before I started my fast. But yesterday, I went to, a few days ago, I went to get, can you guys see? I think so, yeah. I went to get my salad. If you guys remember from my previous video, I got the salad in anticipation of breaking my fast. And I also got these electrolyte water, and I also got some fruits, some grapes, and that's it. My fridge is pretty dry, just water. Even my freezer, I just have this tilapia fish here. You guys can see that. This tilapia fish. That in this bread. That's all I have. I have purposely not restocked my fridge because I didn't want to have any temptation. I didn't have any snacks. Like last weekend, I had Oreos and Dorito chips, like the ones that come 12 in a pack. I had maybe about 7 left of it. And last weekend, on Friday, I was like, I cannot have this in my place over the weekend. I'm going to Cave. So I opened up that brand new Oreo, tore it open, and I dumped it in the trash. Took the Dorito chips, dumped it in the trash, and I threw it away. And it's just part of what I did for me to be disciplined, and that's how I was able to survive last weekend, to not cave because I didn't have anything. in my fridge, nothing but water, and I didn't have anything in my pantry when it comes to like any snacks. So you just have to stay disciplined if this is what you really want. I apologize for this video being so long, but if you survived and watch it all the way to the end, congratulations and thanks. And I hope you got some information out of it. If you have any questions, feel free to put it on the comments. Thanks for watching, and God bless you all. Bye.